Hello, this is Vulturefire, and this time I am recording a run with a Paladin deck that I haven't dusted off in a while. This is a retooled version of my And Find Out deck, which is a kind of enemy summon / taunt list. We don't have that much actual provoking in the starting list. I think that it's just a little too risky. One of the notes here is this is one of those starting decks where it's like there are so many cards that I want to include, and there's just not enough space for all of them. You know, I have these Guardian Tactics, I have an enemy summon, I have like this minor self-status theme because I want to get the energy off of Voltaic Surge for Guardian Tactics. I have a Reforge and a Cauterize because this is an anti-idle list. I have a Purify because of the self-status. But other cards that I want to fit in, it would be nice if I could fit a Careless Defense. That is another good shield card that also kind of plays into triggering enemy actions. It would be great if I could fit in some Frost, which would probably be a Paracrime or a Visions of Frost. I also could see like try and fit in like a Gambler's Focus, or not a Gambler's, but more likely a Cursed Bolt, which would apply Arcane to us, which would be another way to leverage self-status stuff. But this is kind of where we're at right now. The actual card pool, we do have Descent into Madness, we have Increasing Mana, we have Provoking Shove, you know, lots of my standard cards that I like. We have, of course, Cleanse, we have, you know, the usual four. We have one of the new cards that gives us another way to get Reflect, so we now have 30 base in the card pool to get more Reflect, because Stagnant Reflect is kind of a core part of our strategy. We have Elemental Barrier to get, you know, elemental stuff. We have Assault Protocols. Mind Probe now has Retained, which is really useful. Means we can hold on to it more easily. So just overall, a pretty crowded deck where there's a lot of places where it's like I could see arguments for cutting some things for other things. Where I was thinking when Boss fights with Merle, we're not going to be freezing enemies with this list. We will be dealing some damage with Arcane. We may deal damage with Curse. This all seems okay. Enduring Sleep seems fine. Extra rerolls. Take that. And I think that should be good. I could also see like try and fit in Moonlit Reverie. So we have growth in the starting list because this is just a relatively slow deck. But yeah. So I think we can roll with whatever we get here. This should be fine. Part of me wants to turn on Hunt just because like I almost never do Hunt runs. So one note here is that Mirror Mist is not here. Mirror Mist would give us a way to get has a card that is like only good in this specific list. We also don't have Thornberry Chieftain, which would be a reason to go Mushroom Forest, because Thornberry Chieftain is a great way to get a lot of, drops Wall of Thorns, which would let us get some Reflect. Okay, we do have a reroll token going in. Aside from that, we kind of want to go Battered Ramparts, try and force a Barbed Lizard fight, which would give us a card that is like 1 mana and gives us like 4 Reflect, which is very, very good. It's not 1 mana, is it? It's probably like 3 mana, and I'm just misremembering. Whatever, it's a lot of Reflect for very cheap, and I want it. We are dealing with White Flame Cruelty Baelator, so that's important to know. Baelator is pretty rough to taunt, but Icy Gale could give us some freeze cards. I don't think we can justify Scorching Winds cards. Don't think we need Blinding Clouds cards, but Crystal Valley has, I want to say at least one more Reflect card. I'm going to go check that real quick. Because on the wiki, there are lists of everything that makes things. Yeah, Crystalline Lizard has a card that will actually give us Reflect 6, which would be incredible if we get to get it. There are 2 enemies in the forest that drop Reflect-based cards, but both Thorn Whip and Hardened Strike only give Reflect this turn, and I'm not really in the business for that. So, that all seems like words that we have said. Let's go. Okay. I don't hate I never hate having charred mint, just like having that backup way to heal is often pretty nice. I think we take the charged chill. It's just so hard to get value out of a lot of the time. Even in a deck like this where we might have a lot of shield to go with it. I think I'd rather just have additional sources of weak. Starting tough is great. Yeah, and I think we want the mental growth because I think that'll help us with longer fights. Absolutely no luck on barbed lizards. They would have to be in the bottom here. So going this route I think makes a lot of sense. I like artillery a lot. I don't think we care about any of the, I mean, Devourer Strike is always great, so probably we'll take that. Adjustable Protocols is fine, but not outstanding. We may just go here and here. White Flame cards are interesting because they are a kind of reflect-ish thing. We also go through here and get the extra idle fights, but we get more from over here anyway. So it is unfortunate, as usual, whatever card you're looking for, the monster won't spawn for it. This is a pretty awkward opener. We at least get to fully block, oh, both of them because of the White Flame ticking down. That is some shield generation. We could have gotten rid of the Charred Hobble, but I think we're going to actually want to play it here. Okay, just kind of looking for that. We do want that shield. Okay, so this is going to pop. That's okay. I think we do just do that. And then we're going to pop you out of existence. We will take damage from this one, but that's okay, I think. The Reflect obviously helping. And now we have the double slashes, although that healing is pretty annoying. Do this. That's now lethal. Win? Oh no, because of the lifesteal, of course. I am awake. Fortunately, we didn't get super drowned in bleed there, so it was fine. I don't think we want that. It's really hard to pass up just taking a cleansing shield. Cleanse is super important. We want access to it. 5% evade chance is actually kind of a downside for us sometimes. Okay. Worth it. Oh, I don't have enough mana for that. I feel dumb. This thing was going to be able to purify. Lots of White Flame. But yeah, we have this for a reason. Okay, so we want to do that. So that now this is online. What are the odds of us finding mana? Pretty low. We're just going to do that then. Oh, I guess I could do this. I'm taking detonations, but I think it's fine. I think we get lethal here. But we take a little bit of damage for it. Worth it. We're going to do all but one of it anyway. 5% more evade chance, which is awkward. I think we want another source of reflect. We will want mana at some point, but... Oh man, Tormenting Gloves is amazing. It enables so much nonsense. Let's see. Only notable landmark in immediate area, a sizable warehouse. Immediately noticed a group of scavengers looting around the site. It's rare to see people in the ether. It's unlikely they're willing to share their claim. Let's try talking. Voice startles them, and one of them quickly motioned to be quiet. Rusting outriders and turrets wars. Some scavengers quietly move towards various exits. I don't even know what all their outcomes are here, but we're going to attack. Look at this scrub. Get out of here, Stalker. Of course, Remedy Glove does make it harder for us to hit exact 0, but... Alright, that gets us to charge up. Let's do that. Do that. So this will shock them, which will get us a mana. Or we can get a powerful. We can get the mana. We could also still get the powerful, which I think makes sense. Oh, I thought that was only 3. I cannot do counting. It's fine. Yeah, the evading is actually a little bit of a downside sometimes. Because that wouldn't have actually hit us for 12 because shock wore off. Alright. And goodbye. I don't hate having a mind probe to sit on. Okay, so that just gives us a card reward and it's otherwise doesn't do anything. This is a very good upgrade. It makes it harder to play them out safely, but this upgrade is so incredibly powerful that we want it. Yeah. We are going to end up getting shocked in this fight. That's kind of unavoidable. Nice. Yeah, 10% evade chance is actually kind of annoying. And then, so close to getting that kill. Nice. So we really want to find our Purify here, because we don't really want to get shock ourselves. Do we want to get rid of this Cauterized? I think we get rid of the Mend. That could be premature, but... yeah, still pretty annoyed with that 10% evade chance. Kind of causing us problems. Actually, it's not really better for us, but we're going to transform that. This is the action I should have changed, because I know that this thing has a turn that applies bleed, and that's what I should have been trying to bait out. Doing that with the assumption that I will be able to lifesteal back. Alright. This will shock us, but it'll also give us enough energy that we can do that. That works out. And we can play that. Okay, So, temporary opportunist. Alright, so dead. Still just getting punished hard by rolling evade chance. How often do you get to say that? Guess I could supercharge for value. And then we're totally fine with that being the current action, because do not care. Bye. Yeah, Devour Strike. It gives us a way to hold a way to transform away stones, which is really nice. This upgrade tends to be pretty good because it gives more reflect, but this is more additional reflect. So that's probably what our upgrade is going to be. I don't hate upgrading the other. I think it's the Reforge, which is just pretty good, especially if we end up transforming multiple cards, or the Spiked Shield. That just goes to free. Yeah, because that gives us more reflect. I think we upgrade the Reforge. And for removals, I can see an argument for just cutting the unupgraded Voltaic Surge and just go with one. I think I'm okay with that. We'll see. I may end up regretting that. Just because the self-status otherwise might be difficult to manage. So the question here is basically, do we want the extra 2 idle pickups, or do we want the extra elite fight? This fight, though, is potentially dangerous, and we don't really care about the cards it drops. Just because, like, this dork at the front can apply a bunch of arcane, which is super obnoxious. And I would like to get some bonus status stuff. So these dorks are only going to hit once per turn. But okay, so this is one of those awkward times where it's like this hand is just bad. As usual, we kind of want card draw trinkets is like the thing we want most always. Just at least deal with whatever. Okay. I think we're going to reforge the Bright Flame Stone because we can, and the shield's more important to us right now. And we're just going to get lots of weak out because that's going to get us that. Then we get our extra turn. This becomes notably weaker in this particular fight, so we are probably going to transform it. We are currently down 16 health. This costs us 6. I'm just trying to make sure that we won't get, we won't lose recoverable here. Okay. And then this will summon a whatchamacallit, but rude. Alright. Gonna have to really play quickly on these to avoid losing them. Wow. There goes all of our hard-won week. Hey, we did it. We kept all of them. Okay. So. We don't want to trip Opportunist. Actually, we don't really care if we trip Opportunist. Or, yeah. Which I guess is one of the upsides to this deck. Could get more tough, but we don't really need it right now. Draw more cards. Yeah, let's just dumpster you. Alright, we get that. Do not need that. Then we have the heal for next turn. I should have played that out. Again, the 10% evade chance is just causing us so many problems. Or do we have actual evades from Planning Cloud, maybe? I wasn't paying that close of attention. Right, I have a cat that's trying to get pets, which restricts my ability to play cards. Yes, Phobos, you are adorable, but you are kind of in my way right now. You can heal. We get more reflecting shield. My cat can nudge my microphone. Hidden is not great for us, although it's actually fine, I guess, we're going to be able to drop out Hidden here. Apologies for the delay in my pace of play caused by petting cat. Should actually do that first, because if we can find that one thing, we would be in better shape. I'm incredibly articulate. Let's see. Evasion for us isn't actually good. Kitty. Very important that I pet this cat. We can transform one of those. Although I guess we're hitting into evasion regardless, so it's not a huge deal. I should do quite a lot to ruin your day. So you're going to eat up our evasion, hopefully. Alright, we no longer need that. So now it's not eating up our evasion. But it's fine. Fortunately, we have 2 ranks of evasion. But, okay, right. We got... Oh, because it goes from the, whatever. Probably just take more mana. Well, mana's not really a problem. I don't hate having... Honestly, Cloud Cover is also fine for us. I think we just want the White Flame Shield. Because it's another way for us to get some damage out. And then, obviously, doubling Spyglass. Health Restore after combat is not really what we're looking for here. So these guys at least double attack. Go ahead and get a charge up that way. Probably spend this on that one thing. On the Spike Shield. Right, there's the Insidious Power Stone, which we will be able to devour whenever that comes up. Or we could just devour this, but I don't think that's worth it. We take like 1 damage here from that White Flame, which is totally within reasonable bounds. So we're doing that, see what we find. Okay, let's do that. There we go. And we still have a turn left after this one. Because of the Frenzy. Alright, yeah, I think I'm going to Spyglass the Spike Shield. I think getting all that reflect is pretty nice. Is that going to be lethal? It's going to be close. And then if we get basically any reflects on this one, it should die. Oh, we don't even need to reflect on it. It's just going to die when we get hit by this. Goodbye. Alright, yeah, that white flame is pretty okay. As mediocre. Because it's not amazing, but it's okay. As far as sources of whatever goes. Okay, let's get the evasion. All right. I need to remember that I have tormenting clouds when I'm evaluating things that apply status. I'm okay with this getting white flame. Well, less so if I'm not going to be able to actually get whatever out. Well, this is unfortunate, but it's easy enough to actually take damage here. Okay, no, we actually got perfect. Alright. Super tough. Alright, we can cleanse off some of that stuff, although far from all of it. We are now in the awkward position where we are absolutely looking at potentially getting hit by an opportunist hit that's going to actually do health damage. Okay, good. It didn't. Problem is we can no longer get out of... we can't get out of supercharged. I guess it's so close to getting out supercharged, but ultimately we just barely fail. And we lose some recoverable health for it. But alright, reforge the flamestone. And we weren't able to leave hidden even. Hey, we got hit anyway, which is actually what we wanted. Like to find our... Oh, hey, there's some healing. And we have some lifesteal this turn. And because of Berserk, we can actually attack without worrying. Alright, that should be, hopefully, still enough shield. Yep. And we're back to full health. Bloodswick seems bad. All of this seems bad. Precarious Drought seems okay, but mana is super not a problem for us. That seems so actively bad for us. I think we reroll, actually. And then... I think I like Cold Calculations. Right. What are we at right now in terms of stuff? We have words. So artillery would be great. But I'm okay with having burned my reroll, I think, because there was just nothing there for us. We can also abuse Mind Probe here to force that to never actually attack us, which is going to be funny. That's really unfortunate to draw right now, because obviously we really would have liked to have been able to play that. But... so we can get mana out of that. I think we do want to get this shield, though. And then, yeah, this turn we are absolutely just going to Mind Probe this as part of our turn. But to begin with, yep, no actual attack for you, sorry. Don't need that, because we have the other thing. I think I do want to be able to shuffle that back in. Good value. And we found this again, so... Yeah, I'm kind of regretting cutting the full take surge, because I do want... Oh, it's okay. That can go... That can go. Guess I'm now... Because I want to be able to supercharge repeatedly, I think. That's gonna shock. And then this is going to try to hit us, but we are going to say no. At which point, like, Reflect is obviously a little bit silly when you have no intention of letting the enemy take a turn. But it's trying so hard. Okay. Absolutely just going to do this. And then we just need to, that should be lethal on you. Just need lethal on you. But you, we actually can reflect into, so. Although we're not going to need to. Value. Okay. Artillery is great. It's a way to be a bit more proactive. I don't think I have anything I want to cut. I'm happy taking this reroll token. And I think our mana can easily support artillery, and it is kind of a crazy card when it goes off. Alright, so we're going to need to play that if we want to be able to play this, which I think we do. Well, I guess there's not really a ton of... Well, may as well. Okay, I was hoping to find our Guardian Tactics. We do get 2 mana out of that, so that's just not quite enough. Maybe worth it to do that to get... Nah. Okay. So the Insidious Stone has to go, obviously. So I need mana, but I also need space in hand. Yeah, it ends up being awkward, but it's okay. Because this is going to get us some mana. By popping things out of existence. Goodbye. Boom. And that's going to get us an energy, which will turn on. Although I guess I don't actually want to burn my energy on that. Right, so we now have the other stone, and we don't have the Reforge for it, but that's okay. Because this stone is much less of a threat. Just play it out. I think I do want to play that out, even though it costs me my energy. Oh, I mean, you're hitting us for a lot, so. Barely enough reflect to make up for the lifesteal. Being able to avoid taking a ton of damage is obviously helpful, though. We are in the nice position of being able to afford to trip Opportunist. Because this thing Opportunisting is not really a threat. I think we could play one of those before we supercharge. Thank you for playing. Your services are no longer required. This will, yeah, shock and get us back an Ember, energy, mana, whatever they're called in this game. And then play that. Not gonna be able to get that out, unfortunately, at least right now. But one more week. That seems pretty good. Definitely we need more arcane, although I guess we do have arcane from artillery. We just have to actually, you know, not send it into our discard pile. You're a jerk. We are tough. You are weak. This is just a lot of damage. Do I just transform to Cauterize? That might be the play. What do I want in my draw pile? That, I think. I could copy this with Spyglass, but I don't think that's worth it. A little bit regretful now. But now, that goes away. Worth it. This applies quite a lot of arcane. Okay, taking damage from you, but actually worked out okay, I guess. No! That was super rude. Oof, and now it's right back into that. We really could use a Mind Probe. We are going to need to copy that. Yeah, that was just brutal, did it? Bonk. But we have enough shield, and it works out. Let me just take the Arcane Silence. I think the AoE Arcane combined with the Cleanse is very, very good. Yeah. We will take... We are going into Cruelty in a 3, I believe. Yeah, because it's not Hunger, so it's Cruelty plus White Flame, which means the Max Arcane is very valuable, especially because we haven't rolled any, and the other things here are okay, but not exceptional. I really like Devourer Strike Plus. It stacks powerful much faster. I also really like Artillery Plus, because it is so many cannons. And Arcane Silence Plus is additional cleanses. So many good options. Maybe we can take Devourers Plus. I think we just take the reroll token for now. So, let's see. We can take either of these fights. This fight may be a little less because of the burning, whatever. We want to go to this fight because it drops so many goodies that we want. Mystical Digestion is bad, but Arcane Feast is good. Crystal Spikes is good. Crystal Blade is bad, but, you know, that's one card. This fight, I don't think I fully realized that this enemy could show up before the mid-boss. Ray of Frost is very, very good because it doubles the level 10 bonus. This fight is also like drops Dread Blast and Crystallize, which are both excellent. But I think, I don't know. The problem is like if we go here, we're giving up. We do get this, but like, and this one gives us dual focus, which is okay. But like it's like these are both bad. Augment Power is okay, but not exceptional. I guess we have about the same miss rate because like, well, no, because I think Arcane Feast and Crystal Spikes are both substantially better than Augment Power for our particular list. I also could start here either way, which would get us, like, Special Focus is pretty good. This fight is worse than going through here, I think. And then here, Crystal Lake's okay. Protect the Brood is actually solid, because it is Purity. Baneful Ray is a bit risky. I don't know that we want to go into the burn deck. Unless we give us another shot at stuff we want. We're probably going to end there. We could go through this mid-boss and then go through event, Crystallize. Crystal Dragon is an enemy that I just don't know how to feel about. So I think we're going to start here, because those cards are both bad, and we just don't want to deal with them. And there wasn't an idol there, so... Oh no. I wasn't thinking. We didn't have space in hand for the charge up. So we can apply weak. But I think we just want to do detonations here for value. And by value I mean you're basically dead. Playing that, honestly, mostly just so that we can purify. For shield. So close to dead on you. Oh, that is not the thing I meant to do. I was trying to race to get this out and I just misclicked. That's okay. It's not really the thing I want to see it do this turn. I don't think we need to reforge in this fight. Thank you, that's actually great. Okay. We can cleanse off some of this stuff if we want to. In exchange for picking up burn. I think step one here is to get all this shield. And yeah, I think we do play that because now it gets us an energy. So yeah, the shades are now harder to kill, which is a bit of a concern, but nice thing is, like, we lose health, but we have these, so that makes up for it. There we go. Spent way too much time thinking there when I had, like, several ways to effectively accomplish the same thing, which was just winning without taking any damage. Yeah, I still like Spectral Focus. It does apply Curse to us, but we're going into Bailator, not Maw, which makes that less of a liability, and... no, you cannot have our doubling Spyglass. Okay. I don't know what all this fight can do, which is always a little bit concerning, but... I think you're trying to apply Frostbite to us this turn, which is totally whatever. We'll just play that. Okay. And I don't hate just getting this out and getting a ton of Reflect set up. So we just have it to go. I should have not spent my energy there, though. I'm very bad about that. Rude. Play that, we get frozen, which is suboptimal. But I think we get frozen anyway this turn. And I'm going to afford to play that. Again, heal. Pop and pop and pop and pop. Sure. Worth it. Okay. Kind of want to play that. Definitely want to play that. And we do this. What are we going to draw into? You're going to die next time you hit us, so... Perfect timing on that. Get devoured. Evasion and powerful for everyone. Since we can't see anyway, shouldn't have done that, but ends up working out more or less. Cool, cool. Don't really need that. Despite being low on health, I would rather just go for Haste as well. That seems pretty meh. Let's see. Play that first. Okay. Fine. Frenzy. Happy with Frenzy. Doop doop. Alright. Let's go. That. And we go to the next turn. And we have one of those sitting over. And go pop and pop. Still have that opportunist up, but probably just want to devour that. Okay. We actually don't really care about making space in hand for all of the exhaustion. Get a bunch of shield. Give him more shield. Pop. Pop. Pop and pop. That doesn't actually do anything to that one because so We could choose not to spend a reroll here and just take the Fiery Cleanse, but I don't know, having access to the ability to freeze seems really valuable, potentially. None of this seems super amazing. Just take the artifact energy gain plus 20%. Alright, this fight is a Scorching Winds fight, which could be annoying, but you can play that. That's okay. Once we get past turn 1, we should be able to leverage having stuff. Let's just say no to you for 2 turns. This one sets up a bunch of barriers we don't want to deal with. But we can play out charge ups in order to use up the whatchamacallit? To counteract the Scorching Winds. Alright, we do not really want to be cauterizing this fight. Should have been doing that. Should have done that first. That's a complete waste. But I really wanted to get that mana up for this turn. Let's dunk on you. Oh, I just got rid of that. Oops. Oh, that's fine. The other thing is, like, we are far enough in now that, like, even if I do give up a bunch of cards that we would like to have, it's not going to ultimately ruin our day. Oh, oops, I don't have enough mana for that. What about you don't heal? Goodbye. And now you're going to attack us. Suffer. And then this is going to end the fight. Bonk. Okay. Absolutely gonna spend a reroll here. Ooh, making me make the tough choices. If we're going into Maw, but we're going into Bay later, so I'm gonna take this. Look at all that value for our deck. Yeah, I think we're gonna go here. This fight's just a little too obnoxious. Well, this fight's not going to be too bad. It's going to be like how much we care about these events. We still don't have any of the status related decay or whatever, or status applied or anything, which is like pretty good bonuses for us to have. But skipping 2 fights seems pretty nice. I don't hate Incandescent idea. So one of the nice things about having all these status barriers is that they also reduce the amount of status that we get. So we're going to do that because that'll prevent that back one from... like we are going to take some damage here, probably. But we prevent it from setting up Purity. We want to get rid of that. I think we want to play this more, even if it takes damage, even if it means we take a hit. Well, if we play that, then we can't draw cards. Well, no, we can, because that'll give us mana. That actually seems okay. So we can actually farm energy like this. And I really want to be able to play this out, I think. Although that's going to get us some energy from whatever. Could play this, but that has retained. Let's see, that gets us some mana. Kind of incentivized to... I guess I can play that, and then dome you out, and then Dome you out. Make that. And now, you're gonna die. And they all get cleansed of their 1 week. But they also lose their purity for it, which seems okay. Yeah, we can freeze if needed, and it's probably what we want to do. Probably want to supercharge first. I think it mostly comes down to whether or not we want to keep the cauterize. I think we want to get rid of, yeah, the cauterize, because it represents mana once we are supercharged. Okay, so here's the plan. That's going to give us a ton of mana. It's going to give us a couple more cards. And then we just pick one that doesn't get a turn. Or two. I think we want you to have a turn. Yeah, so let's just... Oh, you're giving out... You're gaining a whole bunch of powerful, so you're going to not get a turn. And then we're going to do this. And there we go. Okay, that doesn't actually shock us, which is what matters. They do not have whatever up. I have to do this first. I think we don't need that. Okay. Can block this purity again. That seems good. It's just a question of whether or not we want to spend our whatever. Let's tag you twice, which will get us enough mana to play this, which will in turn let us supercharge for value. Which means we can now safely play out these. Let's get energy. And we're back to full health. And we get rid of the Bright Flamestone. Oh, whoops. I think we're going to be able to play this out. I think getting damage out matters more than freezing out one of the least impactful turns. Okay, that actually shows up right on time. Back to full health. All right. No. Actually, we kind of want to get hit here. We really don't want to evade this hit. So, naturally... Hey, we didn't evade. I don't think White Flame Breath is good. Provoking Shove could be okay. Could also be a really bad idea. But it's funny. We're not playing this deck to not take Provoking Shove, I think. That seems pretty bad. That seems pretty meh. I guess this is okay. It works with the Devouring Strike a little bit. This seems really questionable as an upgrade. That upgrade still seems pretty great. Yeah, I'm into it. Do we need the Cauterize? We're doing the Cruelty next area. Yeah, I think we need the Cauterize. We probably don't need the Accursed Ceremony, but it does generate mana for us, and that's probably fine. White Flame Shield could also probably go, or the Cold Calculations, but we're going to keep rolling. Cutting cards requires thinking. Okay, so this one. The little bronze circle at the bottom here is how you know that that's what it is. These, like, we had a discussion in the Discord of, like, how you tell, and it's very, very easy to miss. You basically have to know what this image normally looks like. This is probably the most obvious of them. The yellow one is pretty obvious if you know what you're looking for, but like the purple one and the green one, you really have to look for it. So yeah, red. The elemental. All right, that's a typo. That's part of why I try and read these sometimes, is just so that I can report them. Give me a second. All right, typo squad complete. We will get J'accuse. It's actually pretty on theme for us. Yeah, we could take this fight, but neither of those are... I mean, Elemental Chitter is pretty good, but just go for this. Unintro, no help, so you can possibly move around it. This is offer shiny crystals? Yeah, okay. So we fight to keep the gem, we get to do an elite fight, and we get a trinket that I guess I could take. Not a great turn for that. But I guess that's okay. That was a pretty significant amount of whatever, but okay, so we're going to be able to freeze this turn. Takes it closer to dooming. Get more shield, because shield increases the amount of status that applies. I mean, we could even supercharge. Sure. Get frozen forever. Do that. Go ahead and get all this reflect up, even though the reflect only matters if this thing unfreezes, which it's not going to do for quite a while. Well, it's going to freeze now, but that's actually more damage than I was expecting. It's not going to get a chance to do it, but, you know, it's the thought that counts. That's not happening. Yeah, I would take a Mind Seed. I don't hate it has second Mind Probe, but I think we just want the Mind Seed. This is probably okay. And then just goes to 18. Yeah, I'm bad at reading numbers sometimes. Going to 6 Reflect is still pretty tempting. This is also still a pretty okay upgrade once it gets going. Oh, that is... Or we could just go for the double cleanse on, like, this. I don't hate having the double cleanse. We are going to A3 Cruelty, where double cleanse is very valuable against the Arcane Weakness turn. And then we will reroll for Crystallize here, I think. So, I could duplicate this. I don't think I want to do that right now. It's a little unfortunate, actually, that we don't get... we aren't going to be able to do what we wanted. We won't be able to hit 0 again. This is fine. Alright. Okay, we didn't get transformed for it. Just get that out of the hand. Do we need to just copy that? I'm not a huge fan of what this thing's got going on. Do I need the extra shields? I probably do. Oh, I should have duplicated this. You're just going to apply a bunch of crystallized to me, which is not really what we're looking to see. But the plated could be okay. And then you hit us a bunch of times, that's not okay. I think we just have to pass. Unfortunately, we are going to take a double explosion here, which is... Oh, right. I specifically picked up that one item so that this wouldn't happen to us. That's actually good. I'm pretty sure there was even an indicator on screen that we had an 18 cap, and my brain was just not seeing it. Which, you know, pretty par for the course for me. Let's... I think shield up. Okay, so we no longer have the thing for this. So, gonna do that. We're just gonna get us mana. We get to cleanse off some of the whatchamacallit. So we end up taking some damage here, but could have been a lot worse. So that front enemy is effectively dead. And you are one arcane detonation away from dead. Okay. Let's think. Okay. Definitely need mana. No, very low chance that's getting me mana. But there's a lot of shield. Supercharge. There we go. That's what I was looking to see. Probably just going to dump freeze on you. Or not. Don't need to. No, we don't have enough mana here. Do everything I want to do. You're just dead. I guess I can go ahead and do this. Although we don't get as much value out of this as I would like. Well, is it worth it? I'm not sure that it is. because then we're stuck with a bunch of exhaustions in our draw pile, which is not great. I think we've already passed Strong Tea. I can't remember. I played 2 runs today. I think Strong Tea was the one earlier today, but I'm not sure. Okay, we have enough room for the 4 cannon blasts from this, which is what we really care about. And then that'll kill you and get us mana. Alright, you're dead. And yes, we could have hit that one, but it's going to die against our Reflect next turn, so... Or no, because it's going to... That's right, it's going to shield this turn, and then it's going to die to our Reflect the next turn. Which is kind of whatever. There's no real point in playing that. Get donked on. That'll kill you, and then this will kill you and hatch the last stage of this fight. Get buried under Mountain of Frost. There you go. And then it'll be frozen again the turn after this one. Oh, no. Now, well, that's okay. Donk and donk and donk. Alright, can we any damage to kill this? Unfortunately, it's not attacking this turn. Okay. I think I want the crystallized more. I could be wrong. What are we at in terms of... Okay, just 5% crit chance. Okay. This fight's a little awkward because this guy just does obscene amounts of status. That's not really better. And it's not actually attacking. This will draw 2, though. Yeah, we're gonna need that. This just doesn't quite work out, does it? Unless I use this, which is very silly, but makes this turn quite a bit better. Lets me get Arcane Silence off. I think. Does it? Yes. Yeah, this ends up being very silly because like this is like the last thing in the world you want to copy, but haha. Donk. Gets us mana, which can then be cashed in for value. Fortunately, we now do get hit, but it's not for too much. And cut rise for 0. I think we want to do this first so that we can get hits on that. This works out basically perfectly. Great. Okay. So we don't actually explode here. Oh, it's a plus run thing. Okay, so one of the things about this fight that I am very convinced is a bug is that it will occasionally get stuck spamming the same thing over and over again. I'm not going to be able to get to the mana I want. Oh, I was really thinking that was going to get me. It's unfortunate. We do that, we go... Yeah, there's no way for us to get out everything we want. I'm going to explode. Okay, so it isn't stuck just repeating the same thing over and over and over again. It is sometimes, but not right now. And that's a very unfortunate hand, though. They're going to take a lot of damage here. Evade actually coming in handy for once. I have a lot of crystallized. Yeah, I don't think I can justify playing that because we just will get hit by the shade. Oof. Very unfortunate sequence of draws. That helps. Okay. We take 5 if we do this, but so I can force it out of doing this, but there's no telling what it'll do next. And ultimately, the thing is, like, it's not directly doing damage to us right now, but okay, that's a lot better for us. But yeah, so here we have again where it's like, it does the same thing twice in a row way too often for me to think it is not bugged, is what it comes down to. Okay. Do I do this for the extra mana, or do we do that? I think I want all the shield I can get. And I'll just get more shield. Of course, things like popping shield changes its mode, which can be a little screwy sometimes. Okay. end up only losing 8 health here, I think I'm fine with that outcome. I think this will be another episode I split into. Deny the turn, as we can. Still don't have, unfortunately, I have not been careful enough with making sure I can get rid of that. Okay. Yeah, it's allegedly supposed to attack every time you break its shield, and that's just not what it does. Okay. Yeah, provoking shove is just not great, unfortunately. Right, we are not tough right now, but now we are. Okay. Good time to do that. And then bonk, bonk. And we ended up being down only 2 health net over the course of the whole fight, which is totally fine. This is really tempting. We are going into White Flame though, which will cleanse off the Crystallize, which makes that harder to get set up. Sanctity is very good, is the thing. Card draw is kind of a thing we want right now. That seems still pretty questionable. I think we just discard. I think we upgrade. I mean, I do really like that. I mean, it is only, I guess it's only +3 status, but it is also an extra mana. Just leave the extra week out. Now we're going to go with the Crystallized Plus. And yeah, we are going to cut the Provoking Shot. It is just so hard to justify into whatever. So we have Baelator. We have a number of fights we could take. This fight, I'm not interested in taking Shadow Flames with Scorching Winds. This is going to be a 2-parter, especially looking at this map and seeing how many fights we're going to have to take. I think we're going to go up this route. Fight that. Fight that. Fight that. Start. I mean, being able to get hidden against Baelator is very good. Like, as much as I like being able to, you know, fight it outright, I think we do want access to hidden potentially into Baelator. Also, Persecute's okay into all of that purity. Anyway, that is going to be it for part 1. Part 2 will show up when it shows up. Until next time, toodles.